G'day throttlers, welcome to the channel again. Now, we are up here on the central coast of New South Wales yet again, sitting off the waters of the beautiful Kilcare. But today, I have this magnificent beast next to us. This is the 2019 Volkswagen Touareg. This is sitting right at the top of the Volkswagen models right now. It's a large four-wheel drive, it's got a 3.5 ton towing capacity. It drives like an absolute luxury car, and it's winning on all accounts for me. And in fact, if I had the cash, I would be buying this. So, little sneak peek right at the very beginning of this review. I love it, and I would buy it if I could. But anyway, stick around for the rest of the view, guys, and we'll have a look on the inside, we'll take it for a drive, and we'll talk about its specs. And most importantly, we'll talk about the price. The 2019 Volkswagen Touareg is run by a 3-litre turbocharged TDI engine mated to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. 190 kilowatts, 600 newton meters of torque, and rides beautifully and smooth on the air suspension with adaptive dampening. Talking about the safety of the Touareg, we have predictive pedestrian monitoring, traffic jam assist, front cross traffic assist, and emergency assist. Coming into the interior, there are 10 different colour settings for your ambient lighting. The cockpit houses a 15-inch touchscreen interface that is connected to a 12-inch digital instrument cluster. There's also a 4-zone climate control, so it doesn't matter what part of the car you're sitting in, you can itemise the temperature to your personal preference. Coming down to the front of the car now, and I think the Touareg absolutely looks stunning. There's just the right amount of chrome on this. Chrome gives elegance and style to a car, I believe, and I know a lot of you don't like chrome at all, but personally I think it's absolutely beautiful. They've done it very tastefully. There's not too much, not too little. The 20-inch black alloy wheels also give a nice colour contrast and stance to the Touareg as well. Alright, just like most of the modern SUV market, it does have its automated tailgate, which opens and closes automatically, but it also has a setting where you can actually open and close it with your feet, although I haven't worked out how to use that, but I know that it has it. No. Alright, I'm in the back seat of the Touareg now, and there is so much space here. It's comfortable, it's luxurious. You're sitting high enough to look just over the head of the driver, so you're going to see a fair bit out the front. There's a nice window shade here that slides up and clicks in if you've got kids in the back seat or anyone in the back seat that wants to stay out of the sun. You've got the big panoramic sunroof that comes all the way back above the passenger as well, and the back seat, and just gives you a real feel of openness. But as I've said in the driving review, not so good with a Baldy, because it's not a solid blackout when you fully close it. There still is a little bit of sun that comes through as well. So if I was to own this car, I wouldn't choose to have the panoramic sunroof, but it certainly is a very, very cool option. Now, looking down into the back seat here, we have full air conditioning climate control for the rear seat, which is an awesome opportunity to have for anyone sitting in the back seat. They can actually adjust the temperatures on what they like. It's a 4-zone climate control. Nice little pull down here with 2 drink holders in here. And you've also got little map reading lights too. If the kids wanted to have a read while you're doing a long drive, it's not going to affect your vision out through the front window while the kids have their map reading lights on. So now I'm sitting in the front seat of the Volkswagen Touareg, and all I can say is it's amazing. It's going to be a sad time when I have to return this to Central Coast Volkswagen, because it's quite simply put my favourite car that I've driven in the last 2 years. Everything's intuitive, the technology is amazing, and I'm not really a tech guy. Tech doesn't excite me that much at all, but I really like what they've done with this car, and it's just what can I say? Let's go for a drive, and I'll show you rather than tell you. All right, folks, here we are taking off in the 2019 Volkswagen Touareg. Now, I'm going to say right from the start, I've had this car all day today, and from the moment I got in it, right up until now, until the time that I sadly hand the keys back later today, I've absolutely loved this car. This is exactly what I want out of a car. So we have a little boat, so I need towing capacity. 3.5 ton towing capacity into the Touareg, which is amazing for an SUV. Now, along with the towing capacity, you want a fair bit of power. So we've got 600 Newton meters of torque, which is an awesome amount of pulling power when you're trying to pull a couple of ton boat down the highway. Now, it's got enough power and for fun as well, 190 kilowatts, and you can have a real lot of fun in this car. It's beautiful. Now, the other thing that as I get a little bit older, I'm less into the rough and tumble performance cars, and I'm a little bit more into luxury with performance attached. So this car is luxurious. It's so comfortable. The leather is beautiful. All of the seating is heated and cooled. You can adjust whether you want more heat or more cooling on your upper back and your bum. There's massage facilities in the two front seats, so you can get a massage as you're driving along. What will they think of next? Obviously, massaging is not an essential part of driving, but if you're doing long distance driving, it's a really good way just to keep blood flowing through your body. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, what can I say? We've already talked about the cockpit, the computer dashboard, which is absolutely phenomenal. There's you can adjust the color in your ambient lighting right around the cabin, which again, non-essential, but a very cool little thing nonetheless. Now, this beautiful 3-litre turbo diesel engine is mated to an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and there is a little bit of turbo lag, but that's pretty common. But once it kicks in, it really fires up and gets your heart pumping very excitingly. It handles exceptionally well on a twisty road, considering its size, both in length, width and weight. Man, I can't tell you how much I am loving this car. Now, 0 to 100 speed test comes in at 6.5 seconds. So 0 to 100 kilometers, 6.5 seconds. So again, that's not lightning quick, but it's more than ample for anything you're going to need while you're owning this sort of car. It's got a combined fuel consumption of 7.4 litres per 100 kilometers. So again, for a big car, it's a very fuel efficient ride. Now let's talk about the price. Now, this isn't a cheap car to buy. Now, there's only one variant coming to Australia, and that's the one we're in now, and it's called the Launch Edition. Now, there may be other variants coming in the future, but even the Volkswagen dealers are not aware of anything in the pipeline at all. So right now, the Launch Edition is all we've got. Now, the drive-away base cost for this is $98,000. So it's not a cheap machine, but the moment you sit in it and take it for a drive, you can see where all the money has gone. Now, this particular model we're in today has got the two available options added to it. Now, it's got the innovation package added to it, and it's also got the panoramic roof that's added to it as well. So that's bringing what you're seeing today, that's bringing this up to around about $113,000, $114,000 drive away. Now, that's certainly putting us into a quite an expensive category, but the Volkswagen Group actually have ramped up all of their production of their upper level cars, and these things are absolutely amazing. And obviously it is owned by the same company that has Skoda, Audi and Lamborghini. So we're able to filter through a lot of luxury and technology from all the other models into the Volkswagen brand as well, which is definitely a benefit for the Volkswagen lovers. Wow. So in conclusion, would I buy this with my own money? And the answer is absolutely yes, with one caveat: if I had enough money. $114,000 is a lot of money, but this is in the luxury performance German four-wheel drive category. So it's up against the likes of the Audi Q5, Audi Q7, the BMW X5. There's a lot of competition up in here. The Mercedes-Benz GLE, I think it's called. But there is a lot of competition up in this end of the category. And I think this is priced very well for what you get. Now, as I said, I can't afford to buy one, otherwise I'd walk in and put a deposit on one right now. But Volkswagen Australia, if you happen to be watching this and you're looking for a brand ambassador, I got you there. I'm your man. So keep it in mind. Yes, exceptional car. If you want to test drive this Volkswagen Touareg, please head down to Central Coast Volkswagen in Laycock Street, Gosford. Tell them I sent you. They'll hook you up in this car for a test drive and you will love it. It's powerful, it's comfortable, it's big, and it's full of all the latest tech that you could ever possibly want. So again, thank you for Central Coast Volkswagen for hooking me up with another amazing vehicle. I'm thinking the Volkswagen is one of my favorite brands at the moment. I have done the Polo, the 2018 Polo when it came out. I love, and up until this car, the Volkswagen Arteon was my favorite car. And now, sadly, the Arteon has to take second place because this is number one on my hit list. This is beautiful. Anyway, guys, leave me alone. I'm going to go and enjoy this car for the next hour or so. And until the next video, guys, throttle on and stay safe. Ciao.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.